If you've ever watched a video by Veritasium before, you might have noticed that he wears a particular ring. No, I'm not talking about his wedding ring, of course, which in this video also happens to be a health tracker device. I'm talking about his pinky ring. And it's not just Veritasium who wears this. James Hobson from Hacksmith Industries also wears an identical ring on the exact same finger. And if this isn't the first video of mine you've ever watched, you may have noticed that I also wear one as well. So what is this ring and why do we wear it on our pinkies? Derek from Veritasium, James from Hacksmith Industries, and, well, me, all have one thing in common. We're Canadian engineers. More specifically, we graduated from an engineering program at a Canadian institution. Derek attended Queen's University in Kingston, and James attended Conestoga College in Kitchener. And if you finish an engineering degree at a Canadian institution, well, you get something called an iron ring. Now, the ring itself is nothing remarkable. Despite being called an iron ring, you can also make them nowadays using stainless steel, which is what mine is. It's thin, it has jagged edges, and it really isn't that aesthetically pleasing. And all of that is on purpose. Although the ring symbolizes the pride engineers have in their profession, it also reminds them of their humility. We wear rings on the pinky finger of our dominant hand so that every time we draft or write, the ring's edges would scratch against the writing surface, serving as a reminder of our obligation to our profession and society. Therefore, the ring is small and thin since it serves a practical purpose, as opposed to being a piece of jewelry. To receive their iron rings, engineering graduates are invited to participate in a ceremony called the Ritual of the Calling of an Engineer. And I'm going to leave it at that. The ceremony's main purpose is to invoke the moral, ethical, and professional commitment of an engineer, with the ring serving as a reminder of this obligation. These ceremonies are private affairs with zero publicity, and friends and family who are not also engineers are excluded from attending, which oftentimes can cause a bit of a commotion. Due to the success of the iron ring in Canada, a similar program was introduced in the US in the 1970s, called the Order of the Engineer. However, the American ring is not iron and sometimes doesn't even have jagged edges, which, in my opinion, kind of defeats its purpose. Either way, now if you meet somebody who wears a ring like this on their pinky, then you'll note that they're a Canadian engineer, and hopefully a proud one too.